It's me. I'm back. I'm back. Yeah, I'm back. Greatest streamer to ever live. I'm back and I'm live streaming. That's right, chat. Who would have thought? Who would have thought Pappy the First would come back with another amazing, awesome, epic ass stream? Who would have thought? Who would have thought? You know, that's crazy. That's crazy that I would do that. Crazy. Welcome in, Pinballer. I thought you were going to a movie night tonight. But welcome in. Welcome in. Okay. It's a little. My background's a little blown out. Okay. As you can tell, because I have the fucking sun behind me. So I look like I'm in heaven. Probably because I am in heaven, because I'm live on Twitch right now with you guys. Wow, and YouTube. But YouTube usually it takes like a moment or two for the stream to like start. But let me post on Instagram. I'm live, chat. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Me, Pappy the First live. Oh my god, thank you, Sage, for the resub. 4 months. 4 months. Papple. Bro, what the fuck is a papple, bro? But it's awesome that you guys clicked on this stream, because that means you guys like women. Okay, if you didn't click on this stream, it means you hate women. So everyone that's watching this stream, everyone that's not watching this stream on Twitch right now, I guess they hate women. But you guys don't hate women. So that's like, I love women. Yeah, I know that's why you're in here. That's why you're in here. But just think like everyone else on Twitch. We're all girl kissers. /J. Why would that be /J? /SRS. /SRS for real. On God. Like, yeah, I'm a girl kisser. Yeah. Yeah, is that wrong? Is that wrong? Is it wrong to enjoy kissing women? Is it wrong? Is it wrong? If it's wrong, I don't want to live. I do want to live. But if I can't kiss women, what if I can't kiss women, what's this world come to? What's this world come to, you know? If we were to live in a world where you can't kiss all the women you want, that's like, that'd be a very sad world. That would be a sad world. Imagine a world in which you're not allowed to kiss women. Dystopian. Okay? Dystopian. Scary even. Okay? My worst nightmare, quite frankly. My worst nightmare. I would rather like that world, authoritarian government. Imagine an authoritarian government that doesn't let you kiss women. Okay? That doesn't let you kiss women. Think of how hard that would be, chat. Think of how hard life would be if you couldn't smooch women, okay? That would make life very hard, okay? Be so sad. But thankfully we don't live in that world. Thankfully, chat. Thankfully, we live in a world where everyone is free to be girl kissers. Okay, well, some countries don't allow women kissing women. They don't like that. But a lot of countries do allow that. Imagine a world like that. Yeah. I love your green pillow. None of my pillows are green, they're pink. But my like plush, my rowlet, or my creeper. I have a creeper and a rowlet. But they're not pillows, they're plushies. So yeah. Yeah, misogyny is not cool. I agree. Crazy opinion, guys. You guys want to hear some of my crazy opinions? Okay. I think misogyny and sexism, bad. Okay. I think racism, is bad. I think murder is bad. Now you might be like, happy those aren't that crazy of things to say that are bad. You might be surprised. Some people think those things are okay. Some people even enjoy doing those things, okay? Okay, they're very bad. But first openly gay NBA player passed away today. That's sad. Yeah. Yeah. So but welcome in. Welcome in. Um I don't really have anything planned today. I think today's just gonna be another just chatting stream. But I burnt my tongue, guys. I burnt my tongue on like Saturday because I I licked a hot. You guys know when I did the mac and cheese stream. You guys know on Saturday when I baked the mac and cheese. There was a moment where I licked the spoon with like the hot cheese on it, and I kind of burnt my tongue, and now I have like a blister on the tip of my tongue, and it's so frustrating. It's so annoying. Um, just like, ugh, it hurts. Have you ever tried to taste a battery? I can't say I've tried that. I haven't tried that, and I don't particularly want to try that. Yeah. Um. Oh geez, it must have been really hot. Yeah. But it's like annoying because every single time I talk, it's like it feels like there's like a like lump on my tongue from where it like got burned, and there's like a little like blister on it, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. But welcome in everybody. Welcome, welcome. I had a sandwich today. That was pretty awesome. But I did do a lot of like scheduling. I scheduled like I think I scheduled like 20 something posts on Instagram today. So that was a lot. That was a lot of like scheduling stuff. Um yeah, I just did a lot of behind the scenes work. Um, Obviously, I didn't talk about this the other day, but I did hit the monetization requirements and I did apply on YouTube. I hit the monetization requirements. I did apply, but they held it. They said they asked me to submit an appeal video. So pretty much I had to show them how I made my stuff to prove that it was original. Because they didn't monetize me right away because they said not original content. But if you look at my YouTube channel, all my content is very much original content. Um, but yeah, I pretty much was like, okay, yeah. I submitted the appeal, so hopefully it gets appealed and hopefully I get monetization on YouTube. Also, thank you, Chaser Love Me for the follow. Welcome in, first time chatter. Did they think you were AI? So what I think it might be, is I did like edit one of the vertical drama videos that I made, um, got copyright written, and has been blocked, but obviously it's private now, so you can't even watch it. Um, but all my other videos are like my own original content. What I think it also might be too is I have like my older shorts videos, like from like 4 years ago. When I would post shorts videos, I would download them off of TikTok and then repost them onto YouTube, which it would have like the little like TikTok watermark. But I haven't done that in years, so I think it'll get approved. You know, I don't think they'll reject me again. Because I think like obviously most of my content is like they probably also maybe do it to like verify that it's you, because two, it also is like content that's on other channels, and there are other channels that used to like steal my TikToks. So maybe it's like they don't know if it's the actual me and they just want to like verify that it's the actual me. I don't know. But I fingers crossed, I'll get the appeal back in like 14 days, so we'll figure out if I get appealed. But if it doesn't get appealed, then I'll have to wait till June again to apply. But by the time I get to June, I'll probably have 4,000 watch hours. So, because right now I was able to apply for like if you hit 3,000 watch hours, you can apply for like YouTube partner or like, so pretty much if people can become like super chatters and stuff like that. Um, But then once you have 4,000 watch hours, then it's like you can actually make money off your like main channel videos. And I think you get ad revenue as well. Where I don't know if you get ad revenue if you have just like the 3,000 watch hours, but um yeah. Any news on the Twitch partner application? Oh yeah, they rejected me. They rejected me from the Twitch partner application. Which makes sense cuz like I'm not averaging enough viewers. And like they said, like social media followings on other platforms. But I still don't think, maybe if I had more of a viewership on Twitch, then they'll probably get it. But I'm pretty confident that in like the next like 6 to 7 months, I could probably get Twitch partner. I think that's doable. I think I could get to 70 average viewers on Twitch. Um, I think that's pretty good. I think that would be pretty easy to do. Yeah. Um, but that's like that's my goal. I think I mean if I get YouTube monetization, I don't think I'd make much money off my main channel video. Like I don't know if I'd make much money off my long videos, but I feel like I'd get money from shorts. And it probably wouldn't be breaking money that I'd be getting from YouTube, but it would be nice to get YouTube because most of the money that I get, I make from Twitch and like Meta, like Facebook and Instagram. Um, yeah. So that's kind of where it's at. But like, hey, an extra like $100 to $200 a month probably wouldn't hurt. I assume that's probably what I make on YouTube. I don't know what like if you get paid out on ad revenue from like live streaming, if you're on YouTube, but that'd be interesting. Um, I think I can turn people LGBTQ. My only straight friend came out as trans, and my only straight friend is my older sister. Well, your older sister might become your older brother at this point. Okay, if you got that magic touch, if you're turning people, I don't know. It might not be long. Might not be long. Um, but yeah, I think that's kind of where it's at. Where were you on April 40th, 1865? I wasn't even alive, so no, I did not assassinate Lincoln. I didn't do that. I didn't do that. But yeah, Twitch is on my shit list. I've had trouble verifying my account because a Twitch account I made in seventh grade. That's funny. The Twitch account that I stream from is the Twitch account that I made in seventh grade. Or did I make it in eighth grade? I don't know. I made my Twitch account a long, long time ago. Um, yeah. Yeah. So, hey, she may not become trans. She may become, I don't know, gay or something. Bad news for her boyfriend. Or what if, okay, you're thinking, what if my sister, turns gay, or, but what if it's your sister's boyfriend that comes out as a trans woman and then your sister continues to date her? Gay. Think about that. Yeah. You need to remove your number from your other account. I don't have it. That's rough saying, Sage. That's rough. I originally I made my account to watch Minecraft streamers when I was younger. Yeah, hopefully they didn't get to you. You know, you know how the Minecraft streamers are. The Minecraft streamers are. Ooh. Also, welcome in first time chatter, Alex Lego. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in, first time chatter. We love a first time chatter. First time chatter. I hardly know her. Okay, that was. Ugh. Ugh. Bad joke. Um, gay or happy gay? Homosexual gay. That's the question. That's the question. Um, you don't turn gay. Um, I mean, sexuality is kind of fluid, you know. But welcome in, Leo. Welcome in. 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 Um, yeah. I'm a first time chatter and viewer here too. Well, welcome in. I mostly read Twitch chat for the most part. So if you really want me to read your message, like go over to Twitch chat, which I have pinned in the chat. I respond to YouTube chat sometimes, but YouTube chat can get pretty toxic. So like yeah. Yeah. But I didn't see the title of the stream, but it's true. Yes. Yes. I did title my stream Click on this stream if you like women. Which means if you're not watching the stream, clearly you don't like women. But luckily, all of you guys are watching the stream, which means all of you guys like women. Which means you're either lesbian or a straight man, okay? Or bisexual, okay? Um, also, thank you, Isaac, for the follow. Thank you for the follow. Also, welcome in first time chatter. I sure don't like men. Yeah. I like women, but I also like men. I swing both ways. I swing both ways. Stream on Facebook, I dare you, Pappy. You. You. I don't think I'd stream on Facebook. That just seems like too much work. Like I don't even know if I like to multi-stream on Facebook. I don't even know how I'd get a stream key. I don't. Could I stream to Facebook from OBS? Also, thank you, Skulky, BDB for the follow. Thank you for the follow. Um, yeah, but yeah. Wow, the wow pansexuals, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I don't want to be rude, but are you trans? Yes, I am transgender. I am a trans woman, you know. Um I do have I do have a penis. Yeah. 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 Uh so yeah. Sorry, glitching keys. No, it's okay. It's cool. Um yeah. Yeah. But trans woman, I was you must have been born female. Take off the FE on female, and that's my birth sex. I guess that is my sex, but not my gender. So yeah, yeah. So yeah, big balls. I guess actually I don't have big balls. They're very much shriveled up. Trans flag colors explained. Blue equals cool. Pink equals awesome. White equals vanilla ice cream. That's not what the trans flag colors are. Um, trans woman means male to female. Yes, yes, that's what a trans woman is. Trans woman, man, woman, man to woman. You know, Trans man, woman to man. There we go. Um, ice cream, or ice cream. You scream, we all scream for ice cream. I like ice cream. I haven't really eaten ice cream. Not since like a couple weeks ago when I was like, I really want ice cream. I don't know. Ice cream's just so expensive to like buy at the grocery store that I'm just like, eh, just like just like not even, it's just like expensive, and I'd rather, like, when it comes to desserts, I don't know. If I want a dessert, I'm baking cookies. I'm baking cookies, okay? If I'm like, ooh, I really want a dessert, you better bet I'm making some snickerdoodle cookies. Uh-huh. Why is your background so bright? Because I'm in heaven. Because I'm an angel. Because I'm an angel, you know? Because I it's so pretty must have hurt when I fell from heaven. It was $3 for a big tub, so I got some yesterday. Yeah. Also, ice cream depends, because like a big tub of ice cream doesn't always mean it's good ice cream. You know, like 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 oh, I'm on the Twitch one. Oops. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Why did you say that while I'm eating Chips Ahoy cookies and cream Hershey's cookie? What the fuck kind of cookie combo is that? That's crazy. That's on the crazy list. Um okay, save changes. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Um how are you? I'm good. I'm good. Is your family supportive? They are. I just went back to see them over the weekend for my sister's graduation from she got her master's degree. So yeah. 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 Um how do trans people feel about the trans people in sports issue? For me, I think the trans people in sports debate is just a really dumb debate, because, like, how many trans people are actually playing sports? Like, let's be real. Whenever people talk about trans people in sports, you're wanting to ban, like, maybe three people from sports. Like, I get maybe at a professional level or at a, like, collegiate level, depending on the sport, like, maybe looking into it, like, sure, depending on the athlete and how long they've been on hormones and what their hormone levels are, then like, sure, like, whatever. But like when it comes to anything like below high school, when people are like, oh, like trans kids shouldn't play sports, it's like, okay, who cares if like a trans girl who's like 14 years old wants to play on her high school junior varsity soccer team? Like, she's 14. Who cares, dude? Like, I think, sure, if you want to talk about like professional sports or collegiate level, then yeah, there's a conversation to be had there, and maybe it should be reviewed based on the individual athlete, depending on the sport. But realistically, I don't think it's that big of an issue, because there's not that many trans people in sports. And like, especially if you're like in high school sports and below, like a lot of kids just play like sports in like high school and middle school to fit in, to have fun. And I don't think it necessarily ruins the integrity of the sport. Like growing up, like I think about the trans sport debate. It's like there were there were kids that play there was like a girl that played on my baseball team in like high school. and it was perfectly fine. It was like the town's like baseball program, and she was like on our team, and the world didn't end. Um, how much plastic surgery have you done? Zero. I don't ever plan on getting plastic surgery. I like my face being able to emote. Okay, because look, like if I had plastic surgery, I would not be able to move my face in the way that I do. So I would not. I would like if I got plastic surgery, like if I got Botox or filler, I wouldn't be able to make a. I wouldn't be able to do the Roblox face. That's like you can't do the Roblox face. Yeah. But yeah. Um, but I played sports in high school to steal Gatorade. That's actually a pretty valid reason. What what Gatorade flavor was it though? Because if you're gonna get in here and be like, I played sports in high school to steal Gatorade, and it's gonna be like you were stealing like the orange flavor, I don't trust you. Okay, that's you're making bad life choices. Okay, but if it's the blue Gatorade or the purple Gatorade, okay, then I understand the grape and the blue ones. Okay, that's very understandable. I applaud your work, Gothmoth. Um, yeah. I don't agree with the argument is they're going to be allowed to play sports because the girls' team's guys' team, high school. Although it's normally unisex, everyone teams debate. Yeah. Yeah. I just think the whole like trans people in sports debate is so overblown because it's like how many trans people are actually playing sports? Like I really think it should be up like because I feel like if a trans person is playing sports, it should be on like a case by case basis. It shouldn't be just like a flat out ban. Because like oh you could say oh biological advantage this biological advantage that, but like obviously if there was like a 5'6" trans woman okay playing in like the WNBA okay all the cis women have an advantage over her because she's taller or there would be taller than her you know it's just like it doesn't really matter. um Emo girl, thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. Yeah. I saw people freaking out about trans women in esports. Yeah, that's freaking out about trans women in esports is even dumber than trans women in sports. Cause like there is no biological advantage in esports. I think the only reason why we don't see more women in esports is because of how toxic gaming environments are towards women. Like if you've ever been perceived as a woman online, okay, the amount of harassment you get makes you want to quit the game sometimes. Okay? Like I don't know if you guys have ever played Mercy in Overwatch and been doing bad. Okay? That's okay cuz people see you on Mercy and they go, "Woman. I'm going to flame her." It's like, "Okay, cool." Um Also, I don't think trans women would transition for 2 years. Yes. Also, like too, the people that are all concerned about trans people in sports are like, well, what if someone decides tomorrow that they're a woman and wants to play sports? That's not like if you're there could still be rules in place. Like you could still have to take like hormone test or like stuff like that and have to pass those. But like I'm sorry, someone does not transition just so they can win a sport. Like medically transitioning is a lot, okay? It's a lot of money, it's a lot of time, it's a lot of effort. And someone wouldn't be like, "Oh, I'm gonna medically transition just so I can make sports easier for myself." Like that's that like people aren't gonna do that. Um yeah. Um so yeah. I've never yeah. Um But yeah, I'm kind of done talking about the trans women in sports issue because I think it's kind of like a waste of time. I don't think it's really that important of issues, you know? And I think it's kind of dumb that our state representatives and members of the House and in Congress and our president are constantly bringing up trans women in sports when there's other issues that need to be fixed, like housing, okay? Cost of living, gas prices, okay? Like there's other things that they should be working on, you know? Yeah. Yeah. My pronouns are she, her. Yeah, look how quickly we addressed that. Yeah, gas prices. Yeah. Yeah. Healthcare too. You know, it's like it's I don't know, because a lot of the trans legislation it seems just so whiny and pointless. It's like, why are we focusing on like a population that's less than 1% of the population when a majority of the population is, you know, struggling to get by on every paycheck, you know? The minimum wage has been the same since 2009, you know? Let's talk about that, you know? Um like there's way more important issues. Yeah. Yeah. Spit facts, girly pop. Yeah, I never um that's so true they won't talk about real issues, yeah. Um Hey, can't stay, but you're pretty good looking. Well, thank you, Emily. Thank you. I feel like it's to divert our attention over the issues that really matter. That is the point. Yes, that is the point. Um, but yeah, um, it's also because people don't like trans people and they're an easy target, you know? Because most people have never met or interacted with a trans person, you know? Besides on the internet. So when someone writes a bill, you know, attacking trans people, most people are like, well, doesn't affect me. I'm not trans. I don't know anyone that's trans. So they don't really think about it. Uh, why talk about the Epstein files when there's trans women doing underwater basket weaving in Iowa? For real, okay? The trans women are dominating the underwater basket weaving competitions. They have a larger lung capacity and they have more bone density so they can sink to the bottom of the water faster. And their fingers are bigger so they can weave the baskets faster underwater, you know? Why aren't people talking about that? Okay, that's the real facts. That's the real facts. Are you an only child? I am not. I'm not an only child. I'm the youngest, which means I'm also the favorite. Um, RuPaul's Drag Race was the number one show spot in Apple iTunes for a long time. Oh, what does that have to do with the conversation? Also, why'd you type good night for like Emily? Like, I don't think it's night. She didn't say like she was going to bed. I think she just said she couldn't stay long, you know? Um, but yeah. Um, it's like how it's going today. Okay, I need to like turn up my hold up. It's almost nighttime. Well, I guess if you're on the East Coast. Oh, wait, I'm trying to make it lighter. Ooh. Yeah, I'm on the West Coast. Also known as the best coast. Yeah, all the East Coast people are gonna be like, oh my god, East Coast is the best. Sorry guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You guys don't have I don't know, cool states. Well, I guess the East Coast has some cool states, but yeah. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, and that is kind of me on streams. Um It's almost, yeah, Eastern Standard Time base. Yeah, I'm not on that Eastern Standard Time. I'm on that Pacific Coast time. I'm on the Pacific Pacific Coast Pacific Pacific. I hardly know her. Better be yeah. Better be I'll be saying a lot this stream. Holy moly. Holy moly. Chat, I fell asleep at 5 a.m. and woke up at 2 p.m. today because my brother's screaming and. Well, why did you go to bed at. Oh, last night. Last night. Okay. I see. Maybe that was your fault. Maybe you should just sleep better. Maybe you should sleep through it. Skill issue. Also, thank you, Alex Thompson, for the follow. Thank you very much for the follow. Um, um, but how are we doing today, chat? How are we doing today? Or I guess I already asked that. I don't know. I'm gonna skate tonight. I'm excited. I'm excited to skate. I haven't skated in like a week and a half because obviously I went back home to see my parents, and that was. I haven't skated since last Sunday. So wow, dude, I'm excited though. I'm excited, dude. I'm actually so excited to go skate, guys. What should be the first trick I do when I get to the skate park tonight? I think I think I should go. I'm going to Pride. I'm going to Pride too. I'll be going to Pride on the 14th is when I believe LA Pride is. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Roller skate or skateboard? Skateboarding. Um, yeah. It was my fault. My brother was having a very loud autistic meltdown in the living room. I can't. Yeah. So skill issue maybe. Um. But yeah. Um. Do, do, do. Yeah. I'm a dope quad skater. That's awesome. I have so many friends that are quad skaters. But I skateboard. I skate as much as I would like to learn quad skating. Um, yeah. Um, yeah. Um, as much as I love, like, would want to try quad skating, I really just. I've been skateboarding for so long. I'm like, I don't need another like thing to roll around on. We're past skateboarding as a society. We're bringing back unicycle riding. How much does a unicycle cost? Actually, uh, there is a bike store near me. Sometimes I'm wondering, like, what if I bought a unicycle? Unicycle. How much? How much is a unicycle? Oh, unicycles are cheap. What the shit? Unicycles are like $80. What the fuck? I did not think unicycles would be that cheap. I thought unicycles would be okay. Well, there are off-road unicycles that are like a couple $100, but like, yeah, most unicycles. Also, thank you, Celery Bean, for the follow. Yeah, unicycles seem to be like actually pretty affordable. I I didn't know that. My mom used to ride a unicycle. My mom used to briefly work at a circus, and she would ride a unicycle and juggle. So, interesting fact about my mom. um, yeah, emo girl. I'm going to Pride because I'm not going to Pride because I haven't come out to my family yet. Yeah, I mean that's okay. I mean you don't have to go to Pride. There's been years I haven't gone to Pride. Um, I like Pride. I like going to Pride festivals. I just sometimes wish they weren't in summer. But yeah. At least it's like half the price of a bike. Well, it is like half of a bike. So it makes sense that a unicycle would be half the price of a bike because it is like half of a bike, you know? You know? Yeah. Um yeah. Uh yeah. But that's like interesting. Very interesting. Actually, one third of a bike. Oh yeah, because it doesn't have a chain. Because a unicycle doesn't have a chain, right? You just kind of like the wheel turns by you pedaling. Um, Happy, you need to go penny. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. But I think if I was given a day, I could learn how to ride a unicycle. I feel like it wouldn't take me long to learn how to ride a unicycle. I feel like I can learn how to ride a unicycle pretty quickly. Um, Also, I feel like if I rode a unicycle, I would probably enjoy it better than riding a bike. Because I've fallen over the bike handles way too many times to like that. I'm like afraid of riding a bike. I don't like riding bikes. I don't know. I don't feel safe on bikes. Yeah. Pappy, are you reading YouTube comments? Occasionally. Occasionally. Um, yeah. But yeah. I mean, unicycle riding is in your blood. My mom was a unicycle rider, so yes, I was built to be a unicycle rider, guys. I was built to ride the unicycle, just like I was built to ride your mom. Oh my god! Oh, shit! Oh my god, get roasted, get roasted. Holy moly, Pappy the First strikes again. Oh my god. Devious Pappy the First strikes again. Oh my god. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Wow. I'm really I'm really built different, I guess. I'm just built different, huh? I'm just built different. Yeah, making your mom jokes. First time I've ever done that. Um, leave my mom out of this. Yeah, we had a fight last night. Yeah, your mom was mad at me last night and she walked out for milk. Hopefully she comes back. Holy shit, you're gorgeous. Welcome in, first time chatter. Also, thank you, Xavier Matthews, for the follow. Thank you. What's your name? Zoe, Pappy. Um, Uh, YouTube's free speech, Twitch is not. Um, both are. Um, Honestly, I let more slide on my Twitch chat. My Twitch chat is less moderated than my YouTube chat. Because I don't know, there's not as many dipshits on Twitch. um, I don't know. There's more dipshits on YouTube, so I have more extreme like uh like measures on YouTube. Uh, um, yeah. So, um, but yeah, that's yeah. I be doing your mom. That's facts. Yeah, yeah. I'm excited to see my friends though. Like, ooh, I slept like a baby last night, guys. I slept so good. Okay, Sunday night I didn't sleep too good. Last night I slept like a baby. Okay, I went down on my bed. Okay, and I was out like a light. You guys want to know something crazy about me? A little crazy. I sleep on my back, no pillow. I don't sleep with a pillow. That really messes people up. A lot of people are like, "What the fuck?" I feel like I visit people or like I stay over at people's houses and they're like, want a pillow? And I'm like, nope, I don't use one. Like, what the fuck? You like men. Yeah, I do. I do. No pillow, you wild? Yeah, I sleep just flat on my back. No pillow. Like to put it into reference, I usually sleep in like the middle of my bed, and I sleep like no pillow like this under the sheets. Sometimes I like quirk my leg like that, but usually I usually sleep like this. I usually sleep with like my arms on my chest. I'm a bit of a psychotic sleep. That's barbaric. No, it's not. It's okay, guys. Okay. You guys are making fun of me, okay? But I've never had back issues, okay? Sleeping on your back is better for your back and neck, okay? And let me just say, I've never had back issues, okay? I think it might be because I sleep on my back, okay? I think that's the case. You know? I mean the bed looks comfy. I also sleep on a hard bed. My bed's like as close as a rock as I can get it, you know? Um Chatter spamming trans. Yes, I am. Yeah. By the way, I sleep with no pillow. See, YouTube chat gets it. YouTube chat gets sleeping without a pillow, okay? Sleeping without a pillow is a slept on strap. Emphasis on the slept on. um yeah. Chat, my fat ass is back with milk and cookies, and you're not gonna share? Wait, you say cookies and milk instead of milk and cookies? I feel like that's in the wrong order. You know, like there's some like combos where it's like it's a burger and fries, you know, not fries and a burger, you know? You get burgers and a fry. You get milk and cookies, you know? You know? Like I feel like there's things where sometimes you say it in a certain order. And I feel like saying cookies and milk should be milk and cookies, you know? Like there's a order. I didn't even know YouTube Shorts had live streams. They do, and it's honestly it's kind of a slept on method because like right now I'm sitting at like 207 viewers on YouTube Shorts, so that's pretty baller. That's pretty awesome. Um, Banana or papaya? Which one do you have? I'd like to call mine more of like a like you know those like little small cucumbers that they like make into like baby pickles or like a baby carrot. That's what I got. I got like a baby carrot. I got like the really skinny baby carrots. That's what I would say I have. Um, if you had to decide Rowlet or Browlet, Rowlet. I don't even know what Browlet's full evolution is gonna look like yet, first time chatter, so it's a little hard to truly say. Also, too, like Rowlet's one of my favorite Pokemon. You know, it sits on the bed, okay? Like I have the Rowlet. Like I have two Rowlet plushes. I have this one which like sits on like by like on like my like stand with all like my DVDs and Blu-rays and stuff like that. And then I have the Rowlet back there. I like Rowlet, chat. I like Rowlet. Okay. Did you play Sun or Moon? I played both. Which is funny that I love Rowlet, but I hate Sun and Moon. Sun and Moon. Okay. I think Sun and Moon and Sword and Shield are like the worst Pokemon games. You know, like anytime that I play through the Pokemon series again, I skip Sun and Moon and I skip Sword and Shield. I don't want to ever play those games again. They sucked, okay? I do like Scarlet and Violet, okay? Scarlet and Violet, although it's not the best game, I don't know. It has some redeeming qualities. It has some redeeming qualities. Okay, but yes, I have this Rowlet and then I have the life-sized Rowlet behind me. But then my favorite Pokemon is Chatot. My favorite Pokemon is Chatot. But Oh my god, it is so hard to find like any sort of like Chatot plushes. Like no one likes Chatot, okay? You know the saying of like every Pokemon is someone's favorite Pokemon? That's the case. I think I'm like one of the only people that's favorite Pokemon is Chatot. Okay, I love this silly little music bird. I love this silly little music bird, okay? I like how it goes woo woo. You know, I like it. I like this silly little music bird, okay? It's cute as hell, okay? But yeah. That's like those are my Pokemon plushes. I have more back home, but I left them at home. Um Best Pokemon game is Pokemon Unbound. That's not even an official Pokemon game, is it? I don't think that's. I don't know. If I had to say my favorite Pokemon game, I think Legends Arceus is probably my favorite Pokemon game. I don't know. The Legends games, like Legends Arceus and Legends ZA, are like my favorite Pokemon games. They are what I grew up wishing Pokemon would be, and now that I finally have them, I'm like shiny hunting in them is so much fun. Battling in them is fun. Catching is so much fun. Like I really I love I love Legends. I love the Legends Pokemon games. Um, I think the main series Pokemon games are kind of like, eh. um, I don't know. I like some of the main series games, but like as I've gotten older, like the main series games get easier and easier, right? Because like I'm an adult now, okay? I understand like all the typings and stuff like that because I've been playing Pokemon for so long, and like single battles are so easy. But you can't hear me, then that's a you issue. Because my audio is working. So that's a you issue. That's on your end. But yeah. Uh, say Arceus again. Arceus again. Yeah. Play Run and Bun. I've thought about it. I don't know. I don't really like challenge runs. You know, like when I was a kid, right? When I was a kid growing up and playing Pokemon, the my favorite thing to do in Pokemon was battle. Like I didn't care about catching Pokemon. But now as an adult, I'm like I could give a shit about battling, okay? I just want to catch shiny Pokemon and complete the Pokédex. Like that's I want it to be a collectathon, you know? I want to organize all my boxes in order in like Pokédex order, you know? Um uh holy shit, so much better than YouTube Shorts. Well, welcome in first time chatter. Yes, the Twitch stream is way better than the YouTube Shorts live stream. It's just better quality live stream. Also, it's like I actually read the messages. Yeah, but do you have an innie or an outie? I've innie. See that, guys? Innie certified. Okay. Any certified. Interesting question to ask if I have an innie or an outie. But I have an innie. Okay, I'm not a freak. Okay, I'm not a freak. Okay, if you have an outie, you're a freak. If you have an outie, freak. Okay, you're a freak. You need to change that. I don't even know. Can you get an innie if you have an outie? Like, like, can that happen? Also first stream joined on in a new account. Well, welcome in, welcome in. Also, thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. Yeah. An Audi like the car. Yeah, an Audi like the car. Yeah. Also thank you Jingle Bell for the follow on Twitch. Thank you very much. Raw or safe? Safe. Um They aren't talking about belly. Well, we were talking about belly buttons though. A chatter asked me if I had an innie or an outie, and I have an innie, like a normal human being. Okay. If you have an outie, you're a bit of a freak. Okay. Okay. I don't know why outies make me uncomfortable. Okay. I see someone with an outie belly button, and I'm like, what the fuck? What happened to your belly button? I'm like a little weirded out. Why are we talking about belly? Because a chatter asked me about a belly button. Okay, crazy question. Surgery can fix anything. Yeah, yeah. If you have an outie, you need to get that fixed. Cosmetic belly button surgeries. Do they even do that? Wait, can outies even get belly button piercings? Like, if you have an outie, can people with an outie get belly piercings? It's not, outies can't get belly button piercings. It's not recommended. Whoa, that's crazy, guys. Outies can't get belly button piercings. That's rough. That's rough, guys. Ooh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You can't be a baddie. You can't be a baddie. Every now and then I think, what if I got a belly button piercing? But then at the same time, I'm like, do I want to get another piercing? Like, for me, it's not even like the piercing part, it's the healing part. Like, the worst part about getting a piercing is not the piercing. The piercing's easy. It's like when you have to keep like cleaning it for like 6 months. Okay, so it heals and doesn't reject and doesn't like, and it's like kind of like gross and scabby. I'm like, I don't want to do that again, you know? Um, yeah. I just like, yeah. Had to pop over from YouTube. That chat had me wearing out my report button. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I have auto mod, but obviously with how many people are in chat, it can't pick up on everything. And also too, like I do like block people, but it's still like still a little slow. Cause you like, why is YouTube terrible? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why like YouTube is such a terrible, like, awful like, I don't know. I like YouTube, but like, why there's so many like hateful people on YouTube? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. I just don't really get it. Um, but like, I don't know. It's kind of interesting. But yeah. Um, Yeah, I like. I mean, I see things, and I add them to like the banned word list. So, at least they use the correct pronouns. Oh, I don't think YouTube is mostly kids. I don't know. YouTube. I think YouTube you get more exposure, obviously, and I think people like, obviously people. I I feel like most people that see me probably, if they don't like me, they probably scroll past. But I don't know. Some people that like don't like trans people see me and they're like, I gotta let this lady know that she's a man. They got it. They just like they have to come in and do it. You know. Go get a gym membership. I'm pretty active though. So I don't know. But she's a boy, by the way. Yeah, they do say stuff like that. But yeah, I do think it is kind of like interesting. But um, yeah, but yeah, I need to get a mod for YouTube. I need to get like a mod that can sit in YouTube chat and just like ban people. Because that's what I've been doing. Skateboarding is a lot of exercise. It is. It is. That's what I'm gonna do it tonight. I'm I don't know. I just like I really want to like a clean heel flip tonight. Yeah, Chad. I think I'm gonna do a sexy ass heel flip tonight. I'm gonna do a sexy ass heel flip that's gonna like it's gonna change my life. I'm gonna be like, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. I might even go to the I might even go to the skate park early because like yeah yeah um um because I don't know. I want to skate. I haven't skated in like a week and a half. I'm prob starting HRT next month, hopefully. Congratulations, congratulations, you know? Um, I'm so scared from the same people who show up on the YouTube streams. I think they're a loud minority. I think most people genuinely don't care about trans people. I think most people are like, yeah, whatever, you know? Um, because I don't know, if you go outside into the real world and like actually interact with people, like no one's ever called me like a F slur or T slur or anything like that straight to my face, okay? Because if they did, their nose wouldn't. I'd make their nose crooked. Let's just say I pop them in the face. But what shoes do you use to skate? I've always been a fan of Adidas skate shoes. Right now, I'm skating the Tyshawn 2s, and I do not like them. I do not like the Tyshawn 2s, okay? I need to get new skate shoes. And it's not even that my like skate shoes now have been like ran through. I just need to like get new skate shoes because I do not like the skate shoes that I got. Um but yeah. Uh but yeah, I usually skate the Batiste the Adidas Batistas. I believe that's what they're called. Skate shoe wise. I did skate the Noras for a while, and I liked the Noras. I just felt like I don't know, the Noras didn't have as much cushion as I would have liked. Um, but also thank you Isaac Malone for the gifted sub. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That's very cool. Yeah. Um uh but um yeah. I like Vans. Vans are awful. I do not like Vans for skate shoes. Vans are like cool to walk around in, but like I do not like skating in Vans. I don't know, Vans just they're they just have like no like impact support, you know? I feel like every single time I skate Vans, my feet like hurt. Like if I skate in Vans. I always I like Adidas, I like Etnies, but I mainly stick with like Adidas skate shoes. So that's like that's definitely it's definitely what I like the best. I like women. Congratulations. Congratulations. You and like everyone here. So you see me on a skateboard, call someone before I get hurt. Also, thank you, Jimmy Sears, for the follow. Thank you very much. Um, yeah. Gang, how do I like being a man? I need to figure this out. Congrats on coming out. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I usually skate Adidas. Adidas are like my favorite skate shoes. I think trans people are so hot. Okay, interesting take. Chaser, potential chaser. um, I love DCs, but I fear them since the last time I tried skating in the rain and ended up twisting. Okay, well that you skated in the rain. Okay, that's not the DC's fault. Okay, that's I don't like DC's because the last time I wore them, I skated in the rain and ended up twisting my knee. Dog, that's because you skated in the rain. That's because you skated in the rain. Like that's completely your fault. You know. As soon as I even hear like a thunder sound, I'm like, yeah, I'm running back to my car, bro. I am not skating in the rain. I don't want to skate in the rain. One, because I don't want to bust my ass, and two, because I don't want to ruin my board. I do need to get a new skateboard. My skateboard's kind of like, thoughts on Converse as skate shoes. I've actually never skated in Converse. I've never skated in Converse. I own a pair of Converse. I've just never skated in them. I don't usually like high top skate shoes. I don't really like high top skate shoes. I like having ankle mobility. Um, Plus, your wheels would rust. Well, my bearings are ceramic, so they wouldn't rust. I'm more worried about my board because if your board gets wet, your board is wood. It warps and it loses its pop. So, um, are you trans? Yes. Yeah. Um, um, but yeah. Okay, sorry. I'm just adding a few phrases. Um, Pappy, what's a grungler? I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. I want to learn how to skate, but I don't have money for a skateboard. Yeah. How long have you been skating? I've been skating since I was probably like 7 years old. So I've been skating for a long time. Chunky ass keyboard? No, it's just because my keyboard is right next to my mic. I guess like if I type, like I mean, is that loud? Is my keyboard that loud? Okay, my keyboard might be loud. Okay, you guys might have got me on that one. Do you like Tony Hawk? He's okay, I guess. Like I don't know. I feel like Tony Hawk is like obviously is like known. He's like the skateboarder everyone knows. Um, but like, is he the best skater ever? No, not by a long shot. Okay. If we're talking about the greatest skaters of all time, like the greats of skateboarding, okay, it's gonna be like Rodney Mullen, Daewon Song, uh, like Bob Burnquist, and like I don't know who would I put up there in the like greats. Um, hmm. I don't know. I think if in terms of if you're talking about who is like the best skater, probably Daewon or Rodney Mullen. In terms of like greatest skater of all time. Um I personally would say Daewon, okay? Cuz like the things Daewon has done on a skateboard is kind of insane. It's kind of insane. Tony Hawk has to be up there. See, I don't agree with that. Cuz like Tony Hawk is what like every normie like regular person thinks of when they think of like a skateboarder. But if we're talking about in terms of like how impactful they've been in skateboarding as a whole, sure Tony Hawk created some tricks, but Tony Hawk was only ever really good at vert. Like Tony Hawk was not like doing crazy street tricks or like inventing new tricks, you know? Like half of the skate tricks that we do were invented by Rodney Mullen. Like Rodney Mullen has invented like half of the skate tricks that we do. Okay? He is the like king of flat ground. And I would say if we're talking about like newer skateboarders, like who are the actually you could maybe consider Nyjah. Nyjah I would say Nyjah is maybe one of the greatest skaters of all time. Okay, he's one of the best. He's the best competition skater. Okay, Nyjah's pretty good. Okay, but I would say Rodney Mullen or Day One are like who I think are the best. I would say Day One more so than Rodney Mullen. Even though Rodney Mullen invented more tricks, Day One is more inventive with his trick selection and does way more stuff besides just flat ground. If we're talking about who's the best at jumping down stuff, I think that's obviously Jaws. Like if we're talking about who's the best at jumping down stuff in skateboarding, it's Jaws. Like, okay, the Leon 25, you know. But then there's like, what's the best skate trick of all time? That's an interesting one. Every skater will have a different answer for what the best skate trick of all time is. Um, but I don't know. I think the tray flip down El Toro that Chris Jocelyn did, and or the kick flip down the Costco gap. I would say those are like my top in like best skate tricks ever done. I don't know. Ryan Sheckler's kickflip over the Costco gap, it's so fucking crazy. It's like not only did he have to ollie up like 2 feet, but it's like a 15-foot drop. It's a crazy, crazy trick. Um, do you watch the Skate Olympics? I do watch. I did watch the skateboarding Olympics. I don't really watch SLS. I guess I watch skateboarding when it's in the Olympics, but I don't really watch SLS or PLS. I don't know. Because my issue with SLS is it's only really street skateboarding. You know, like SLS is like, okay, who can do like the best tricks down a rail or ledge or down a stair set, you know? And I feel like there's so much more to skateboarding and it could be so much more interesting. And then I feel like PLS like just started not too long ago. But I feel like the issue with PLS is it's just like a game of skate down a stair set, but they never switch it up. Like I feel like if every week it was different, like if one week it was a stair set, the next week it was like a quarter pipe, then the next week it was like a bank or like you're like I feel like if you made it like a different obstacle every week, PSL would actually be interesting. Cuz then it would be like you'd have to have like skaters that are good at both transition, rails, ledges, street. Like you'd have to have like a skater that's like skaters that are like well rounded instead of good at just one thing. Um yeah. Yeah. Lance Mountain, I mean Lance Mountain's like a famous skater, but is he the best skater of all time? No. No. Thoughts on Yuto Horigome? I like Yuto, okay? Yuto's got some good style, okay? His Nollie 270s, okay? I love Nollies. Nollies are like my favorite stance for any sort of trick. I love Nollie tricks. I love doing them. I love watching them. And like Yuto has mastered Nollie stuff. Um, Guten Nacht, welcome in. Welcome in. I don't know why you're saying like good night. I don't know why you're telling me good night, but welcome in first time chatter. Um, yeah. I don't know. I don't like competition skating that much. But in terms of who are my favorite skaters are probably Grant Taylor, Zion, iShod, Ruby Lily, those are like my favorites. Those are like my favorite skaters. Um, God, I love Grant Taylor. Watching Grant Taylor skate is like, fuck, dude. Okay. Currently 3 a.m. in Germany. I guess that is true. Um, um, perhaps cliche, but Jaws. Jaws is definitely the king of like jumping down stuff. Easily, easily. Is he the best skater all around? Or is he the best skater of all time? No. Is he like up there when you talk about good skaters? Yeah, yeah. Um, yeah. Thoughts on cigarettes? Don't smoke them. Guys, I'm gonna say something a little crazy. A little crazy. Don't smoke cigarettes. They're bad for you. I know. Crazy. Crazy take. What? Can you guys believe that cigarettes are bad for you? I know. I know. I couldn't believe it either. I can believe it either. Cigarettes? Bad for you? No way. No way. You're telling me smoking something in my lungs? Yeah. They are about to make legal fruity or fruity adult vape flavors. You mean illegal? Because they're already legal. What do you mean by that? Yeah. Riza is the best female skater. Currently, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, she is currently. I don't know. She's a good competition skater, but is she the best street skater? I don't know. Like in terms of like video parts, more of like an SLS skater, you know. Um, you gonna give me a opinion on Stefan Janowski or not? His shoes are pretty classic. I don't know. I haven't really watched much of his skating, to be honest. He was kind of a little bit after my time, I feel like. Um, but I don't know. His shoe is really popular, so that's cool, I guess. Yeah. On May 5th, 2026, the FDA Center for Tobacco Products did something that it's never done before. It authorized fruity flavor vape products for the US market, deeming them appropriate for public health. Yeah, baby! I'm gonna vape tonight. I'm not gonna vape. Vaping is so gross. Okay, if you're watching this stream and you vape, just pick up the pack of cigarettes. What are you doing, okay? At least cigarettes, even though they smell bad, at least look kind of cool. Like when I see someone smoking a cigarette, you know, outside of like an office building or in like a movie, I'm like, shit, that's kind of cool, you know? I see someone hit their electronic vape and go, you look like a loser. You look like a loser. I'm sorry if you vape, you look like a loser. I'm sorry. Just stop vaping, you know? Stop vaping or pick up cigarettes, okay? Grow a pair and pick up cigarettes if you vape, okay? If you don't want to quit nicotine, okay? Bluetooth dicks with flavors. That's kind of what vapes are, yeah. That's how I'd explain a vape. Yeah. Vapes are even worse to your lungs than cigs. Yeah, we don't even know the long-term effects of vapes. At least we know the long-term effects of cigarettes, you know? I finished my water chat. Aren't you guys proud of me? I like dicks. Like Moby Dick, like the whale, like in the famous book Moby Dick. Yeah. Um, weed is better. That I would agree with that. I would second that opinion. I would second that opinion. What the fuck is wrong with you? Nothing's wrong with you. Nothing's wrong with you. It's not wrong to like penis, okay? You know, I like penis too. And if that makes me wrong, if that means I'm wrong, then boo-hoo. You know, that's sad. That's sad. You know, I'm like bummed out. Bummed out if that's what that means. That's what that means, you know. I don't, you know, that's like damn, you know. What does this world come to? What does this world come to? It's out of control. All right, chat. All right, join the raid. Otherwise, I will piss and cry and shit my pants. Okay, if you don't join the raid, I will shit my pants tomorrow, and I'll blame you guys for it. Actually, you know what? I'll shit your pants. If you don't join the raid, I'll shit your pants. How would I shit your pants, you might be asking? I don't know, but I'll do it. I'll do it. Don't make me do it. I'll do it to you, okay? Alright, guys. Alright. Alright, bye-bye, chat. Bye-bye.